Whoa. Good morning. I'm having to record on my phone because my computer is deciding not to work. Sometimes it does this, but I really wanted to get this second look out. The only bad thing about me recording on my phone is that I can't really tell what time it is unless I go run into the kitchen and look, but I think it's about 6:15. So I'm a little bit behind schedule, but I worked really late at Ulta last night. Uh, Things didn't go like as planned. I ended up staying a little bit later than what I needed to slash was scheduled for, but it's all good. Like, I understand stuff happens, but now I'm like extremely tired today and I'm really congested. So I slept in until 5:30, which is very late for me. But we're gonna jump right in. Let me quickly tell you what's on my face. Sorry for all the sniffling. I'm super congested. Touch and Soul No Problem Primer. I'm wearing Morphe Fluidity Foundation in F5.20. I really like this, but I can only wear it like one day in a week, or else my skin starts to get clogged and like kind of congested. Okay, sorry, excuse me. To set my under eyes, I use the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder in shade 35 Deep. Excuse me. To set the perimeter of my face, I use Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in 360 Mocha, the pressed powder. It's one of my favorite pressed powders. And then to add blush slash highlight to my face, excuse me, goodness gracious, I use my Laura Geller Baked Blush and Brightened in the shade Tropic Hues. I got this in a BoxyCharm. And I apply this kind of as a highlight and blush since it's such a glowy blush. I also put it down my nose, a little bit on the brow bone, on the cheekbones, and I just use it like basically all over the face. And skip highlighter. And then my brows are the Ulta Beauty pencil, which I've really been liking to do my brows. So that is that. Let's jump into this palette. We're going to do a neutral look. So look number 2, since I'm running out of time, is going to be very neutral. And only probably 2 eyeshadows, I'm thinking. Let's do 3 just to use a few more shadows. I'm going to use 3 shades I haven't used yet, because I've only used this palette once. Let me grab a brush. I'm going to go with the It's My Rare and BH Cosmetics brush number 6 into the shade Coastline. Hopefully y'all can't see. Coastline, which is this one right here. It's very peachy, very pretty. I'm just going to throw that in my crease as a transition. Hey, Nola June Boo. Wow, that's really pale on my skin. So I'm just gonna we kind of can't see it on my skin tone, but we're just gonna do it to both eyes just to say that we did. So this would work better as more of a lid color for me versus a transition color because of how pale it is on my skin. That's okay. It is a little powdery, but I can say that it blends really easy. All right, so that's that. Next, I'm gonna go with the shade Palm, which is the matte deep brown from this palette. I'm gonna use the brush that the palette comes with. So this shade right here on the end, the matte deep brown. And I'm gonna use the brush that the palette comes with, going into that brown shade with the fluffier side of the brush. And I'm kind of packing this on the outer V area and outer crease. Yesterday, I found that the shadows kind of faded on me throughout the day, and I feel like that's because I didn't use like a sticky base or a tacky base, because I don't ever do that. Like, I very rarely do all of that. And I had to kind of touch up before I went into work and just go over my eye look to make it pop more. So I'm interested to see how these more neutral shades wear throughout the day and if I get fading today. So you see how that added some depth. I could see it definitely way more in person than you probably can on camera. It's not well blended yet, that's okay. We're gonna go into the lid shade and kind of the star shadow of the show. And that's gonna be the color Yacht. I might use another color, I don't know what time it is. I'm moving pretty quickly through this. Yacht is a beautiful bronze shade, bronzy gold. That is absolutely stunning, love it. I'm gonna apply that all over the lid with my finger. Yes, that's beautiful. I feel like, there we go. You can see more true to color when I hold up the mirror, but when I don't have the mirror up, I feel like I'm a little washed out. So pretty. Yeah, we're gonna use another color to kind of bump up the fun of this look. This blends so easy, it's very smooth. Also, I like the way that this shadow is pressed. Like, it's creamy and buttery, but it's not like flaky and too soft. Sometimes Anastasia shimmers can be a little soft and flaky, but this one is not. I like the way this one feels a lot. I accidentally got some up here. It's okay. All right, I've got that applied to my lids, going back into the shade Palm, that matte deep brown. And again, I'm tapping over the edges. I'm gonna start to blend a little bit. But to add some color to the look, we're gonna do one of my favorite things ever to do with like my makeup, which I'm about to show y'all, which is add a pop of color to the lower lash line / inner corner. I'm trying to decide, do I want to do just the inner corner or do I want to do the whole lower lash line? I think we're just gonna do the inner corner today, just for the sake of time. So I'm using this brush and whatever palm is left over to kind of blend the edges. Then we're gonna go to the first brush I used and the first shade, which was Coastline. Picking up a little bit more of that, and I'm gonna soften up the edges even more. Especially since this shade doesn't really show up on my skin, it's great for blending and kind of erasing mistakes or just softening the edges of the look. There we go. Love, love, love the way this is turning out so far. Going in with a little bit more of Yacht on my finger. I always like to just go back in and apply some more to the lid after I blend. Just to make sure everything looks good. All right, let's do the inner corner. We're gonna use one of the standout shades, Seychelles. I'm gonna put that in the tear duct area, the beautiful shimmery blue. With my favorite little brush I like to use from Coastal Scents that I don't know the name of. Literally had it for like probably over 6 years. And I'm applying this dry. That is so pretty. I love a good turquoise blue shade in the tear duct area with like a bronzy gold lid and brown in the outer V and lower lash line. I just think it looks so pretty. I'm kind of blending that into the inner little portion of my lid right here. The shade is really easy to use. It's very easy to blend. Sorry, y'all, I know it's itchy. These allergies just got your girl just annoyed. I don't even really feel bad. I just feel annoyed. Annoyed that I can't really breathe. Annoyed that I'm so sniffly. Like, just irritating. It's also irritating when I'm at work and I keep sneezing. Or having to like run and blow my nose. I love that so very much. I'm gonna go with a little bit more Palm, the matte brown, and the brush that the palette comes with. I'm gonna blend a little bit of that in this area. There we go. So that's what the eyes are looking like. With this same brush, I'm going to take the shade Palm and I'm just going to apply that to my lower lash line with the same little detailed brush. If you wanted this look to be totally neutral, you don't have to do the pop of blue in the tear duct, but I just really like the way that looks with golds and browns. And they're also next to each other in the palette, Yacht and Seychelles. So I just feel like they're kind of hinting that you should pair them together with the placement in the palette. This is also a really easy look to do if you're in a rush. Kind of like I am, but I think I'm doing good with time, so. I do not have to work at Ulta today, but I do have a meeting after school. All right, love it. This is the eye look. It's more neutral. Like I said, you don't have to do the pop of blue. You could just easily do Yacht, or you could do Inheritance maybe if you want a brighter gold. But I love the way that this looks so much. I think this is so pretty. To finish it off, I'm just gonna add mascara. And let's just do the Too Faced mascara. I have such a good lesson planned, but I forgot all about pre-K. Sometimes I forget that I teach pre-K because I'm not licensed or certified to teach them. I should say I'm licensed to teach, but not certified to teach pre-K, like 4-year-olds. I'm like, ugh. Sometimes I forget that they can't do what all the other kids do because they're still so young. I love the way this look turned out. I just love the pop of blue in the tear duct. I don't know. I just really like that shade. In my tear duct, I keep saying it over and over. Especially with a bronzy gold on the lid and brown in the outer V. I think this color combo is just so pretty. It's one of my favorites. And I unbraided my hair yesterday before I went to work, so you guys will see how my braid out turned out, even though today is day 2 and I slept on it. I slept pretty, like, hard. I had a crazy dream about, we were doing holiday for this upcoming holiday season, so we're gonna say that it was like October-ish. And we were changing like ad set in the store, which is all the like displays and stuff and decorations, if you want to call it that. And like we had just finished and we just hung up something like in the back, like in the salon area. And I don't even know if the store is really like this, but there was like sort of ridges at the wall that like came out. And all of a sudden, the lady who was on the ladder putting stuff up, which I know the lady who it is, she's actually from my former store, but I was at the store that I'm at now. A huge spider just starts crawling, and we were like, ah, like we're not gonna mess with the spider, like, you know, it like would hide behind the little ridges in the wall and like the stuff that we had hung up. And then sometimes they'll like peek out, but we're like, oh, we're leaving, you know. If we see it like on the floor or whatever, we'll kill it tomorrow. But then, like, we had only seen like parts of the leg, and I was like, that looks like it's gonna be a huge spider. And lo and behold, the lady like turned around to speak to us. She's like, what, a spider? And the spider like came all the way out into full view, and it was like bigger than her head. And I literally was freaking out in my dream. Well, we all were freaking out in my dream. It was hilarious. And the lady was like, oh my goodness, holy spider. She has an accent. If the people who work in our previous store, you know who I'm talking about. She's very tall. And it was just like, I'm still like thinking about that spider from my dream. And I know it's not even a real spider that I've ever seen before, but it was super huge, like bigger than her head. So, like the size of the James Charles palette, basically, or the Morphe 39A. Think a spider that size, that big. It was very hairy. And on the front, I don't know, see how some spiders have those like claws that go like this? Like it's not their legs. Those were like white fur on the, or white hair on the tips of them. I like distinctly can see that spider in my mind. And the thing was huge. It was huge, and it moved so fast because as soon as we all saw it and we all were like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, like it started to like started going crazy like up and down the wall in my dream. And that's when I was like, oh no, I need to wake up. And I think that was literally God telling me to get up and get ready instead of hitting the snooze button again so that I wouldn't be late today, because your girl is really tired. Like I didn't get home until like what, 10:35, 10:40, which y'all know is like super late for me. But I'm starting to get a little bit of my energy that I normally have in the morning, because I am a morning person. Starting to get a little bit of that energy back, but the struggle is going to be real, and I need to figure out what I'm doing pre-K because I have them at 8 a.m. That's my first class of the day, is pre-K. But what I'm doing with everybody else is we're working on composing music, and I have like a fun game that we play with the Orff instruments, and it uses spelling and vocabulary and like letters, and we like mix them up to make different words, and then you play the words on the instruments. And when you combine different words, it literally makes a melody, because you can alter the rhythm, you can add rest, like we talk about literally all of those things. And for my younger students, I don't really have them notated, but I could use our iconic representation and have them play some of those letters using specific rhythms, but still kind of composing and arranging their own melodies. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, that's okay, but I'm just really excited about it because it's so fun. And to see their little light bulb go off, like, wow, I'm actually making this song. I'm actually composing this music. It's so just like, it makes my heart smile. It makes my heart smile. And I just like love calling them my little composers. I'm like, you need to go home and tell your mom that you're a composer now. And then let your parents know what a composer does. So that's kind of what we're focusing on, is composing and arranging music, which is our Anchor Standard #1 for South Carolina music standards. All right, I love the way this look came out. The depth of palm on my lower lash line combined with this mascara made it look a bit more smoky, and it's really pretty. I like the way that looks. We need to do a lip. I didn't know what time it is, so let me look. Oh, perfect timing. So let's put on a lip. I'm gonna do my hair on camera because that's easy peasy. I just slept with it in this. Ta-da, my hair is done. When I said it was easy, like for real. Super easy. This is my braid out. I did get some hair. I got some makeup on my edges. So normally all I do for that when I'm being lazy, I just dampen one of my edge brushes with some warm water. And I just go in and like just brush the edges. Brush the makeup away. Loving this look, and I'm loving the subtle like pink blush, the shimmer blush. This look, loving it. This is a vibe. For the lips, let's do this Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss in the shade Terra. I really like this. I need to finish my coffee though. But I'm loving look number 2. This is definitely a look I've done before. It's not really original, but I just feel like it's such a beautiful look. It's such a beautiful color combination, and I feel like it's fairly neutral because you can do any color in the tear duct or nothing in the tear duct and just keep it super simple and neutral. So I wanted to show you guys an example of a more simple look. Literally, you can just use the 2 shadows instead of adding this 3rd one. All right, let's go in, gloss these lips up. I really like this shade, but I really do not like the way that Anastasia gloss smells, or at least this one called Terra. But yes, I love it with the look. So this is the completed look. I hope you guys like it. I hope you have a woo, excuse me. I hope you have a terrific Tuesday, and that wherever you live, that allergies are not making you go crazy and just woo. Thank you so much for watching. What else do I want to say? Don't forget that you're awesome, you're amazing. Anything that you're going through, remember that it's temporary and you can overcome it. Make it a wonderful week. I'll probably see y'all tomorrow on another video. Hopefully I'm not as tired and I wake up a little bit earlier.